I'm Katrina, and welcome to day 18 of the 21-day challenge. 21 minutes of yoga every day for 21 days to feel better and live bigger. Let's have a seat. Always follow your body's lead. Really pay attention to any messages your body is sending you at all. That's part of being on the yoga mat, to explore how you're feeling. And of course, never ever push yourself to the point of pain. Let's get started. Sitting tall. Hands on your thighs, palms up or palms down, doesn't matter which. You can have your legs crossed or straight out in front of you. Whatever feels right to you is what you need to be doing today. Take a breath. Go ahead and close your eyes. Really notice your inhalation and your exhalation. Feel the joy of just taking a breath and being still. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Hands coming together overhead, and as you exhale, hands float down, palm pressing to palm. Moving with your breath. Inhale, arms sweeping up. Hands come together and float down. One more time. Linger in your breath. Feel that wonderful reach and length on both sides of the body at the very top of your inhalation. And as you exhale, just feel yourself sinking in. Release your hands, open your eyes. Let's come into table pose. If you like, you can fold your mat over for extra support, a little extra softness under your knees, or you can go ahead and reach for that extra towel that we keep handy during yoga practice. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Curl your toes under, just for some stability. Inhale, lift the eyes, look forward. Really soften through the rib cage. Let the shoulder blades pull in towards the spine. Lots of space between the chin and the chest. As you exhale, round through the shoulders, round through the back. Tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift the eyes, look forward. Long through the front side of the body. And as you exhale, chin tucks, tailbone tucks. The back side of the body becomes long. Let's do 2 more breaths. Moving into cow position with an open rib cage, open throat. Exhaling, rounding through the back, open shoulders, open lower back. 1 more. Now come to a neutral table position, looking straight down at the mat, just slightly in front of your fingers. Take a breath. And as you exhale, lift the knees, float up into your downward dog position. Adjust the placement of your feet if you need to. Take a moment here and just bend the right knee and lengthen through the left side of the body, back of the left leg. Take a full breath here. Soft right knee, long left side. Now equal weight on both sides, both legs equally long. Now soften through the left knee and lengthen through the right side of the body. Feel the right heel sink in, the right hip pull back. Full breath. Now equal out the weight on both feet, both legs. Take 1 breath here. Lift your heels as high as you can. Bend your knees. Walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, come really high on your fingertips. As you exhale, soften through the knees, fold over your thighs. Tuck your chin towards your chest. One at a time, bring your hands to your knees. And as you take your breath in, keep the knees soft, but pull the rib cage away from your thighs. Coming into the supported half chair pose. We've done this one lots of times. Now open up through the fronts of the shoulders. Take another breath. As you exhale, push into the mat with the soles of the feet. Your arms are free now because your legs are engaged. And inhale, sweep up. Really tall. Now as you exhale, dive straight back down again, softening the knees on your way down. Plant your hands. Walk your feet back to downward dog. Full breath here. Lift your heels as high as you can. Now bring your knees all the way down to the mat. Returning to table pose. Now shift your weight into your right hand and push with your right knee. Now lift left knee off the mat and just do some big rotations. Really rotate the thigh bone in the hip socket. The biggest circles you can possibly imagine. And then go the other way. Just notice if it feels different one way compared to the other. Left knee comes back to the mat. Shifting your weight now, getting ready to do the right thigh. So lifting the right knee off the mat, big circles. Slow, deliberate movement. Exploring all the sensations in the body. Change direction. Really focus on how your body feels and how your body responds. And right knee comes back to the mat. Now walk your knees wide, big toes in together to touch, and press back to a child's pose. Walk your hands towards the top of the mat. Begin to feel a stretch on the sides of the body. Now spread your fingers wide, anchor your hands, take a breath, and as you exhale, come down onto your forearms and elbows. Just feel that long stretch on the sides of the body from your hips to your elbows now. Return to table pose. Just slowly making your way to table pose. Toes curling under. With your exhale, lift to downward dog. Full breath in downward dog. Lift your heels as high as you can. Bend your knees and walk your feet towards your hands. Inhale, come halfway up, hands just underneath your knees, on your shins. As you exhale, open up through the fronts of the shoulders. Soles of the feet press into the mat, release your hands, and sweep up with a big breath in. And as you exhale, let's dive straight back down, softening your knees on the way. Fingertips to the mat, step your left foot back. Long step to the back of the mat, landing on the ball of the left big toe. Pivot on your left foot, drop your heel. Left heel is in line with the right heel. Right toes pointing towards the top of the mat. Left toes pointing to the left. Right elbow to your right knee. Left hand sweeps all the way up. We did this the other day. Coming into a side angle stretch. So looking at the wall to the left first. Now just checking your alignment. Right elbow keeps your right knee over top of your ankle. You can feel the stretch in the inner right thigh. Your right shoulder pushes down, so there's lots of space between your right shoulder and your right ear. Left arm is reaching straight up. Take a breath. And as you exhale, turn to bring your gaze upwards, whatever that means to you. A couple of breaths here in this side stretch. Exhale, turn your gaze back to the wall at the left. Now let's extend the stretch, make it even deeper on the left side of the body. A breath in, reach with the left hand up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, let your left hand, left arm, upper arm come right beside your left ear. Really lengthen. Think of reaching for the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. Left hand reaching up, not to the side really, well, diagonally. A long diagonal line from the outside of your left foot to the tips of your fingers on your left hand. Inhale, sweep your left arm all the way around, bringing your left hand to your hip. You can feel your thumb kind of connecting to the back of your hip. Now place your right hand on your shin and push with your right heel. Lengthen. Keep a little softness in the back of the right knee to keep your right knee safe so you don't overextend your knee joint. You're still looking to the wall at the right. The left, pardon me. Now keep the right shoulder pushing down, down into the hand. So you're not sinking into your right leg. You can feel the support of your right arm. Exhale, turn your head to look up, upwards. It can be the ceiling in front of you. It can be up at the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. It can be right overhead. It all depends on what you're feeling and what messages your body is sending you today. Now I want you to think about the right side of the rib cage. It's very easy for the breath to flow to the left side of the body here because the left side is so open. So bring your awareness to the right side of your rib cage and see if you can expand the right side with your breath. Notice how you can direct your breath. Here we go. We're going to inhale, sweep the left arm all the way up. With the exhalation, soften the right knee, sweep the left hand all the way down to the mat. Right hand comes to the mat, to the outside of your right foot. Pivot onto your left big toe. Now shift your weight back as you soften your left knee. Get ready to push with your left foot. Push as you step forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Pause here. Soles of the feet press into the mat. Release your hands, sweep all the way up. And as you exhale, let's dive straight back down. Fingertips to the mat, right foot steps back. Long lunge step to the back of the mat. Pivot on your right big toe. Right heel is in line with the left heel. Left toes pointing towards the top of the mat. Right toes pointing to the right. Left elbow to your left knee. Left knee is over top of your ankle. Sweep the right arm up as you take your breath in. Look to the wall at the right. Now check in with your alignment. You can feel your left shoulder pushing down into your elbow, keeping your knee, left knee, over top of your ankle. Right shoulder feels like it's over top of the left shoulder. You can feel the stretch in the inner left thigh. Take a breath, and as you exhale, turn to bring your gaze upwards. Breathe. Now return your gaze to the wall at the right. Take a breath in, reach the right hand up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, right arm sweeps over. Right bicep coming up beside your right ear, right hand pointing up to the corner, creating a diagonal line from the outside of your right foot to the tips of your right fingers. Feel the long stretch on the left side of the body. How easily you can fill your body with your breath. Now inhale, sweep the right hand all the way to your hip. You feel your thumb to the back of your hip. Shoulder is open. Take a breath. And as you exhale, left hand comes to your shin. Push with your left heel, coming into triangle pose. Keep a little softness in the back of the left knee. Keep your gaze to the wall at the right until you find your triangle pose. So your hand can be on your shin wherever it feels right for you, even if your hand needs to be up on your knee. Listen to what your body is telling you and read the messages it is sending you. Don't let your head lead the way here. Let your body tell you what it wants to do today. Take a breath. Shift your gaze on the exhale. Look upwards. Bring your attention to the left side of the rib cage. Feel the compression there. Expand the left side with your breath. Keep the left arm strong so you're not sinking onto your left leg, but you feel the strength and support of the left arm. Take a breath. As you exhale, turn your eyes, soften your knee. Right hand comes down to the mat. Left hand to the outside of your left foot. Pivot onto your right big toe. Shift your weight back as you soften your right knee and get ready to push. Push. Inhale, come halfway up. Pause here for the exhalation. Broaden out through the fronts of the shoulders. Another breath in. And as you exhale, hands come down to the mat. Another breath in. As you exhale, relax your neck, let your head dangle. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Feel gentle stretch in the back of the legs, nothing more than that. As you exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, walk your feet to downward dog. Two big breaths here in downward dog. Lift your heels really high and float your knees all the way down to the mat. Bring your knees wide, big toes together to touch, and take a wide leg child's pose. Come all the way down. You can rest fist on top of fist to support your forehead, hands on top of hands for your forehead, or let your forehead come all the way down to the mat. Finishing off in child's pose here today, I want you to direct your breath. So take these first couple of breaths to let the hips feel really heavy. Feel yourself sink in a little bit deeper with each breath out. Shift your attention to the back of the rib cage. And as you inhale, really expand through the back of the body. And as you exhale, once again, sink in. Do that again. Expand through the back of the body with the inhalation. Just notice how it feels. Now think of expanding the rib cage out to the sides with your breath in. Exhaling, sinking in. Expanding sideways. And sinking in. For the next two breaths now, think of expanding front, back, and sides. Feel the roundness of your breath. Now let go of control of your breath. And with your eyes closed, just bring your inner gaze to the spot on the forehead where you feel the pressure. With your hands support below or the mat, whatever support is on you're using for your forehead, that is your third eye. And just bring your inner gaze there. Slowly begin to press yourself up. Head first. And then beginning to lift through the upper body. Come to sitting. Sit tall. Hands together at the heart. Eyes closed. Sending a blessing out to the universe. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be loved. And may all beings be at peace. Thank you for taking care of yourself today. Until next time, namaste.